California, the land of gold, dreams, and fortune, but also the land of shadows, gun smoke, and greed. The mid-1800s turned this rugged frontier into a restless battleground between men chasing riches and men running from the law. Some struck gold with a pan in the river, others with the barrel of a gun. Bandits, train robbers, and desperados cut through canyons and deserts, leaving trails of stolen treasure behind. But what happened when these men of violence, outlaws of the West, needed to hide their fortunes? Where did they bury the loot they could not carry? Where, in this sunburnt land, are the lost treasures of California still hidden today? We begin in Colusa County, in the quiet farmlands near Biggs. There's a whisper of stolen wealth. The Benz Company once moved its payroll through these fields. A robbery shook the town. Gunfire cracked, horses stampeded, and when the smoke cleared, the money was gone. Stolen, vanished. It was said the loot was hidden somewhere nearby, buried under the cover of night. But the thieves never returned. Were they killed? Were they caught? No one knows. The treasure, never seen again. Generations of farmers have plowed the fields of Biggs, yet some still believe, just beneath the soil, lies a fortune waiting for discovery. But this is only the beginning. California's lost loot doesn't rest in one place that sprawls across the state. From its mountains to its deserts, from its mining towns to its coastal caves. Travel north, into the lonely lands near Bodie, an infamous mining town. Frozen in time, abandoned yet alive with ghosts of the past. Bodie was lawless, dangerous, a place where a man might strike gold in the morning and lose it all in a gunfight by night. It was on the dusty trail, just miles from Bodie, that a stagecoach was robbed. The gang struck fast, masked faces in the desert wind. A hail of bullets, shouts of terror, and the stage halted. Chests of money, ripped open, bags of gold and silver pulled from trembling hands. The strong box was seized. Then the robbers vanished into the sagebrush. But here's the strange part. The stolen money was never recovered. Some say the gang buried it along the trail. Others say they hid in the hills, intending to return. Perhaps they were killed in other crimes before they could reclaim it. Perhaps the desert itself swallowed them whole. And Bodie was not done with bandits. Far to the south, at Freeman Junction, east of Bakersfield, another stage met its fate. Another strong box taken. Another treasure gone missing. Freeman Junction was a crossroad of death, a place where travelers were ambushed time and again. Stories claim that box of gold still lies hidden in the dust. 2 stagecoaches, 2 robberies, 2 fortunes never found. Could Bodie's trail still hide the echo of gunmen's laughter and the buried weight of gold? Every land of outlaws has its legend. For California, it was Joaquin Murrieta, the Robin Hood of the West, or, to his enemies, a ruthless bandit. Born of rage, forged by injustice, Murrieta became a symbol of defiance. His gang struck like thunder, robbing, raiding, and leaving terror in their wake. It is said Murrieta had many hiding places for his loot. Gold coins, jewels, stolen payrolls, all concealed in the hills and arroyos. In Arroyo Cantova, whispers of his buried treasure still linger. In Hornitos, a dusty ghost town, people swear that gold remains sealed in the earth, untouched since Murrieta's time. But where did Murrieta hide his greatest fortune? Some claim he chose caves, others believe riverbanks. What is certain is that his end came violently. Ambush killed, his head cut off as proof. His loot? Never recovered. In the California hills, treasure seekers still dig in secret, hoping to strike Murrieta's gold. But maybe the truth is harsher. Maybe Murrieta's hidden riches were never meant to be found. Perhaps they belong not to fortune seekers, but to the land itself, guarded by the ghost of California's most infamous outlaw. Not all loot lies in deserts or dusty trails. Some treasures are hidden in mountains, others in caves by the sea. In the Gabriel Mountains, hijackers once seized a fortune worth $30,000. They fled into Camp Oak Grove, a rugged camp in the wilds. But the law closed and bullets flew and the robbers scattered. No record exists of the money being found. Today, hikers wander Oak Grove, unaware that beneath their feet, under roots and stone, may lie the forgotten spoils of a violent heist. Far to the west, on the shores of San Luis Obispo County, the legend grows stranger. Near Avila, there are whispers of Secret Cave, a meeting ground for bandits. Here, under flickering torchlight, they divided their stolen wealth. Some say the cave still holds what they could not carry away: gold coins, silver bars, and outlaw riches hidden deep underground. But the cave itself never located. Has the sea swallowed it? Or does it still exist, waiting for the brave or the foolish to uncover it? And in Death Valley, the heat itself tells stories. Stories of wagon trains laden with gold, robbers attacked, treasures seized. But when the loot was too heavy to carry, the wagons themselves were burned in the desert sands. Somewhere in that furnace of death, among scorched wood and shifting dunes, lies treasure charred and forgotten. The land of California holds riches in every form: mountain caves, desert wagons, pirate coves. For even pirates are said to have buried their treasure where Los Angeles now stands. In the very place where today the LAPD trains, a pirate once chose to bury gold beneath the earth. Could it still lie there, under the footsteps of lawmen? California's trails were veins of gold, and bandits struck at them like wolves. On the Butterfield line, between Temecula and Pala, a stagecoach met its fate. Gunmen surrounded, passengers frozen with fear, and a chest of riches stolen. No one knows what happened to that fortune. The story goes it was buried somewhere along the trail. Generations later, treasure hunters with metal detectors still comb the land. In San Bernardino County, the town of Needles became a mark for robbers. A bank fell under siege, its money seized. Yet no record of the recovery exists. The bandits may have fled into the desert, where the loot still lies buried under sands that shift with every windstorm. In Kern County, the story grows more personal. A saloon keeper, fearing thieves, buried his wealth at the junction of Greenhorn Gulch and Freeman Gulch. But death took him before he could dig it up again. Now, only the earth remembers where it lies. Whiskey, cards, laughter, all gone, but his gold remains, sleeping in the ground. And farther north, in Humboldt County, another tale unfolds. Shelter Cove, near Point Delgado, is said to guard money stolen from the San Francisco Mint itself. Imagine that government gold, hidden in coastal cliffs, stolen and never reclaimed. The Pacific crashes against the rocks, the wind howls, and the cove keeps its secrets. From Calusa to Bodie, from Arroyo Cantova to Death Valley, from San Luis Obispo to Shelter Cove, California is a graveyard of stolen fortunes. Loot buried in haste, riches hidden in fear, treasures lost in time. Why do these legends persist? Why do people still search, dig, dream? Perhaps it is because California itself was born on treasure. From the gold rush to the outlaw days, from miners to bandits, wealth always drove men to madness. The truth is simple. Some of these treasures may be myths, exaggerated in the telling, but others may still be real. Buried under a farmer's field, hidden in a canyon cave, waiting beneath the desert sands. As long as greed lives, as long as hope burns, treasure hunters will keep searching, and California will keep its secrets. The loot of the bandits, the lost gold of stagecoaches, the hidden riches of pirates and outlaws. It is all still out there. Buried fortunes waiting to be found. So, where's the buried loot of California? Somewhere, everywhere, nowhere? Only the earth knows the truth.